I'm Suzanne Monk. This is a Trump Talk Super Special Edition Q&A for July 2nd, 2016, where we all get a chance to ask questions, talk about different things. We bring up questions that I've got sent in email, and of course questions you guys have here, and we just literally talk about Trump. We Trump talk. That's what we do. It's pretty straightforward. So I have a couple of questions. Excuse me, from the email, so I'm going to get started with those. If you have any questions that you guys think of, just chime on in, and we will get started. One question I've been getting asked a lot lately, is Trump softening on his position on the wall? We're going to talk about the Muslim ban in a minute. Is Trump softening his position on the wall? Meaning he's not going to really build the wall. He's not going to put it everywhere, all the way across the board. People are starting to ask this question. No. The answer is no. No is not. Trump is not softening his position on the wall. Where everyone is getting this crazy idea is they didn't listen to Trump in the first place. When Trump originally said he's going to build the wall, he mentioned there are whole swatches where the terrain is a natural wall. And that we're going to have to add security and all these different measures. If you look at his border position plans, it includes all of those things. So the reason everyone thinks he's softening on the wall is because every now and then a reporter is like, well, what about the natural areas that are... And Trump's like, yeah, we don't need that. And he's like, oh, well, he's softening on the wall. No, because they had a misconception in the first place. Now, let's talk about the Muslim ban. Donald Trump I've been asked, is Donald Trump softening on the Muslim ban? He has reworded, now this is what's actually happened, he has reworded the Muslim ban to be clear about banning people from countries where there's a great deal of terrorist activity, radical Islamic activity, nations where there's insecurity and where we can't vet the people from. He has, in fact, added some of that into the mix. Was that ever not part of the mix? No! It was part of the mix all along. That is what is so ridiculous. When Donald Trump talked about a Muslim ban, he talked about a temporary ban until we figure out what's going on. Obviously, that was a very broad comment. When we start talking about what does that mean, how does it get implemented, that's the questions that we need to ask. And how does that happen? Well, one, we already look at what nation you come from when you're coming to this country. And we already are supposed to, allegedly, we're vetting these people from countries where, like Syria, Pakistan, Afghanistan, countries where we know there are radical Islamic sectors. Yemen, it goes on like this. So already we're doing that, okay? Already we're checking, we're keeping an eye. We have in the past had bans on individuals from countries where there is known terrorist activity or where the country itself is considered a rogue. So none of these are in any way new. And we certainly don't know how the ban itself will be implemented. What it seems to me that is the current plan is to make sure we are able to vet. Never has Trump said he's just going to ban people. It has always been in order to vet until we know we can vet people. So, until we're able to do that, I don't think we think Trump's changed his position much, but he has added that we would specify countries where there is terrorist activity. So, if that makes anybody feel any better. Let's talk about, I had some haters, some interesting haters the other day on Facebook that were talking to me about Trump reaching out to the LGBT community after Orlando. And they expressed to me how, literally, are you crazy to think that LGBT anybody is going to vote for Donald Trump? And so I expressed my opinion that, in fact, sure, of course, they are going to vote for Donald Trump. And they said no. So I did a little research because that's what Suzanne does. And I joined a group called the Pink Pistols, who is a wonderful LGBT gun rights group. They are an advocacy group for gun rights, Second Amendment rights in the LGBT community. And I did some little informal polling. And what I will tell you is that most of the people in this group do not like Hillary Clinton. Many of them like Gary Johnson. But I would say the majority, 55 to 60% of the people that I have spoken to in the group, Trump. They're voting Trump. So it's absolutely very, very true that there are lots of members of the LGBT community who are going to vote Trump and think Trump is the best choice to run this country. And I agree. So, we're going to do one more question from the email. Let's see, where was that good one I had? Oh, okay. So, the question was, do you think that Trump's, we all know about the recent situation with Bill Clinton getting on Loretta Lynch's plane, and it's a very unfortunate situation. But here, we talked about it last night, about how it's a ruse, and it's a way to basically be able to blame the whole process on Jim Comey, push the ball. Now, of course, if Loretta Lynch recuses herself or she steps down, they might need to hire a special prosecutor, which could take months, which would push that past the election. So all of this is a game to help elect Donald Trump. And somebody asked me, do you think Trump's condemnation of the event was harsh enough? And I think they were being a little sarcastic, but I think he did a good job of it. I think he tried, but I think we all need to condemn this as a horrible, ridiculous crime, to be honest. I think even Trump could do even more in this to push the issue that this is a crooked, and I hope he does on lyingcrookedhillary.com. That's a great place to check this out. Hopefully he will do a piece on this airplane meeting, because it is absolutely one of the most corrupt things we have ever seen in our lifetime. And, Trump has said it many times that he's appalled. I think I'm beyond appalled. I'm infuriated that this is how our government is being operated, and that somebody like the Clintons can just get away with all kinds of impropriety over and over again, and nobody seems to do anything about it. So, I guess that's going to be it. I had only a few questions. If you have any questions to add to the question and answer, you can ask them now. Or, me and Little Trumpy, as always, I'll just tell you a little bit about Little Trumpy while we're going. Little Trumpy is actually an original Donald Trump. Under here is his Mar-a-Lago logo. And I made this little hat out of paper there. With a little strip on it. And I gave him a little flag. So this is actually an original Suzanne Monk Trump bobblehead. Unlike the official ones they have now. Mine's dressed up normal Trump. I think he's younger and more handsome, don't you? Yeah. So that's Little Trumpy. That's our show, you guys. We'll do another Trump Talk question and answer again. And as always, stay Trumpin'. See you next time.